right, and in 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the I Can Do It podcast. I'm your host, April Burke, and I've got an amazing guest today, ALIWILD, recording artist. Hi.
What's going on? How's everybody doing? I'm keeping it cool right now. Right now, I'm just babysitting my bags of fine cannabis, as you can see. Just keeping it cool. We was just waiting for April to get the record button ready so we could start talking shit, start getting high. You know how it is.
That's right. I got my medical marijuana right here.
Okay. We got the legal and the illegal.
Yes, we do.
You gotta have the yin and the yang. You gotta have the yin and the yang.
Hell yeah. Now, you and I we met in school. You actually moved up here from New Jersey, Newark, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. That was a long time ago. I was so, it was a culture shock, like a motherfucker.
I'm sure. I mean, everybody was like, oh my God, a black guy is moving in. Like, oh, come on, people.
Lit. It was lit. I remember you had the locker right beneath mine, and I used to slap you on the butt sometimes when we were in school. You get mad and shit, but
I wouldn't mind it nowadays. Actually, you and I skipped school one day and had a fun day.
I remember that day.
Me too. Not sure if I should mention it.
Nah, not right
now. I know. So moving from New Jersey to Cobleskill, I know it had to be tough on your mother too and your sister. What kind of things did you face when you moved here? Like people being nasty?
Well, mostly it was just like an alien had came here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? On both sides of the spectrum, on the good and the bad. You know what I mean? On the good side, it was like, I remember going to school one day, and when I came home from school, my mother was like, you're on the basketball team and the track team. And I was like, I didn't even sign up for none of that. She was like, she said the gym teacher and the basketball coach saw you running around and they signed you up. They called me and we signed you up. And I was like, okay, that's cool, but I didn't even like sports. So that's like, a cool, hard side of the spectrum. But on the negative side, I would get people who were highly upset that I was African American, and for some reason, because they thought that I was from Africa, they would always say, "Go back to Africa." And I'm from New Jersey, and they'd throw stuff at me, or maybe get super pissed and be like, "Go back to Africa," and I'd be like, "Bruh, I don't even got a green card." You know what I'm saying? I can't go back there. I've never been there. You know what I mean?
Fucking white people, man, we're crazy. I mean, I
always say back to Africa. I'd be like, I don't even know nobody's there.
The things they say is ridiculous. And then you went to SUNY Cobleskill, right, for college?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, I did. That was pretty cool because I got to go to college in Cobleskill where, I kind of knew everybody once I walked off the campus. Because, being on campus and not knowing anybody, it's a little isolated, you know what I'm saying? You can get, you get homesick or whatever. So me just coming off the campus and going to see my mom and stuff and hang out with my high school friends it made it easier for me to go to school.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I went to SUNY New Paltz and I didn't know anybody. And
that's the worst experience when it works in a bad way, when you go away to school and then when you get there, you don't know anybody. And then you're like, I don't really like these people. And then you're like,
yes. And then I had such bad social anxiety, so I tried every fucking drug they threw at me there.
just to be able to be around people, you know what I'm saying? I understand that. I ended up smoking weed like that when I was younger because everybody was smoking, sitting around and shit. I was just like, fuck it, let me see. And then the shit just took me to Planet Weed, and I've been on Planet Weed ever since.
I only joined Planet Weed recently when they offered it to me medically. Before in the past, when I did it recreationally, I wasn't really a big fan of it. But I guess it's who you get it from and what you get.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. If you would have been hanging out with me, though, in college, you would have got some of the best reefer around, probably, because I hung out with the dudes who smoked the sour.
When I smoke my vape pen, sometimes my IQ drops by 50 points, so I couldn't imagine.
Oh, no. Those things are crazy. Yo, one time I was smoking with my producer. Shout out to Ionas. Wicked Mink Records. We were smoking some dabs and shit. And I swear, man, I got so high, I asked him what digital time was. He's like, yo, check the digital clock. And I was like, digital time? I was like, what is digital time, yo? He's like, you can't be fucking serious, Al. And I was like, oh, you mean on like a digital watch? I thought he meant like digital time, like they made up a new type of time, you know what I'm saying? Blew my fucking mind.
It's just great. Your music career is going very well. I think you're very talented. I love the Glasses of Merlot. Oh my God, you have over 62,000 views on that one. Yeah, like, yeah. Wow. Like,
pretty good, man. I was surprised myself. I didn't know people like Merlot so much.
Maybe a lot of middle-aged white chicks, I don't
know. Honestly, I think that it was it's a cool song. I really liked it a lot, but other people liked it more than I did, and they wanted me to make a video for it. And I really didn't know how I wanted to depict myself or visualize it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got a guy. His name's Marty Gras. Shout out to Marty Gras. DIY Entertainment. That's Do It Yourself Entertainment. He had a whole vision. Like once he listened to the song, he was like, "Yo, man, you just need to come down to New Jersey, and we could get this shit done." And once I got down there, he described everything to me and asked me, was it tangible? He's like, I want to be in a really nice hotel and have you with some really cool views and shit like that. And I said, all right, you know, I've been saving up for this moment. So I invested in myself and got that video out of it.
That's awesome. That is really awesome. I loved your other songs too. I recently watched your live performance too, which was great.
That was real special for me. The A&R from Def Jam Records, he came there to see me. He actually came and met me, and then we sat down for a little while, and I was asking him if he was gonna sit and watch me perform, and he's like, I came here to watch you perform. That's the only reason I came here. So he said, you better do a good job, and I did. I rocked it. You know what I mean? I rocked it.
Yeah, you did.
that was my last show before the COVID happened. I was supposed to do like 5 or 6 shows by now. But yeah, canceled because of the COVID. I was supposed to do something with A Boogie, Don Q, and this young cat, I forgot his name, Lil Durk, yo, man, I fucks with the guy. We were supposed to do something in Atlanta, but COVID, man.
I know, it screwed everything up. Although it did great for me because now I'm working from home and doing everything, and I really, really like it.
It kind of worked well in my favor too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody likes a little reefer in their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to, you know, accommodate a couple people and end up being 1,000 people, you know what I mean?
I love it. Do you have any?
We're virtual past this bag.
There you go. Oh, I got it. Thanks.
Here
we go. Let me light it up. Thank you. Are you working on are you been writing any new songs during COVID-19?
I was writing some music this morning.
Awesome.
I write every day. I'm like old school. I write on my hand. I write on pieces of paper, random little scraps that's on the ground, or it could be some mail, man. I've gotten mail before and had it too long in my car and ended up writing a whole song on the back of the envelope. You know what I mean?
That is cool. Yeah, I write every day too. And yeah, it'll be on a napkin or my phone, whatever. But I like the old-fashioned pen and paper. That's what I usually do.
It helps me remember what I'm writing down because I wrote it literally.
Yes, definitely. Oh, I see something. Are there any products you'd like to promote that you want people to go see?
Actually, yeah, my album, Paterfamilias. Paterfamilias means head of the household. It's a Roman word.
Oh, cool.
Roman terminology. Paterfamilias. Yeah, I'm gonna try to release it next month on United Masters. That's a digital distribution platform. They have 100% royalty kickback rate. That's like unheard of.
Wow.
They pay the artists. They don't pay the corporations. So that's something that I'm highly interested in, and I'm going to be doing that next month. I'm going to do an EP, and each song I'm going to do a video for it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, does your mom and sister, they still live around here? Do you live around here still? I don't even know.
I live a little bit outside of where where we went to school at. My mother she still lives in Cobleskill though. My sister, honestly, my sister's, her life took a turn for the bad. She's in prison right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Shout out to my sister. Shout out Ashley. Ashley in prison right now.
Hey, Ashley.
Shout out to Ashley. Ashley doing 5 years right now, man. She'll be all right. She'll be home soon, like 2 years, I think. She got into a altercation with her boyfriend, and he got the short end of the stick. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Lesson to all men out there: not every woman is gonna let you beat her ass. You know what I mean? Some of these girls kick your ass.
I was in that abusive relationship, with who, and
you should have kicked his ass.
I did attack him back a few times. Yes, I did. You're damn straight.
My sister, she stabbed her boyfriend in the neck.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's short. You remember my sister? She was little, so like that's probably all she could do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank God she was able to do that instead of somebody calling me and saying, a guy killed your sister. They were like, nah, somebody tried to hurt your sister and she defended herself and now she's in trouble. And I was like, damn.
Yeah. Wow. How old is she?
Ash, she's 9 years younger than me.
Oh, okay.
I'm 40, so she's 31 now.
Oh wow. I still imagine her as a little kid.
Yeah, you think she's like, oh no, Ashley 12 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I remember, the little girl. I'd like to get some of your thoughts on the whole Black Lives Matter movement. I definitely support it. They have demonstrations here in Cobleskill in the park every Saturday. I know lately they've been kind of heated with some rednecks coming in and saying stupid shit. It's crazy.
I try to, when it all started, I tried to at least take the situation in, see what's going on, gather some information, assess the situation, and then attack it the best way that I do. Now, what I did was I just called on somebody who was older than me and asked them, have they ever seen anything like this going on? Because it was an older cousin of mine. He was born in the 60s. So he was around for the 70s, 80s, 90s, And he's not rich, but he's not poor either. So I said, how did you maintain the way you are, even though all of that stuff was going on? And he said to me to ask myself, what role do I want to play in this revolution or whatever it is that's going on? So I know what role I want to play. I want to be an orator and not necessarily a leader or anything, because I'm not. I'm just me. I'm ALIWILD. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if people are being wronged and I'm there and I see it, I can say something. I can't really speak on people being wronged in other places because those are not necessarily my people. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But they are a branch of my people's. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But any type of negativity, you can't always fight negativity with negativity. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Mahatma Gandhi chose to fight negativity with passive aggressive, non-aggressive actions that had aggressive results.
Yes, definitely.
So I think that each situation is going to have to be handled differently because each situation is an isolated situation, even though it may be similar to, to each other. Like each riot is the same, it's a riot, but each one is different because maybe this one has a gang of white people. This one has Black and white people. This one has Chinese people. You know what I'm saying? So each one has to be dealt with differently. I think that it's all going to work itself. I don't know if it's going to work itself out, but it's going to work itself. And you could, as a person, I could join whatever, Black Lives Matter, this Lives Matter. I could join anything I want. What I want to do is what's right. I don't know if Black Lives Matter is right. I don't know if the white KKK dudes are right. I don't know who's right. What I do know is what I believe to be right and wrong. And if I see something wrong in front of me, I'm going to do the right thing.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah,
and what bothers me is when I see these white girls on Instagram, posing and shit with their Black Lives Matter stuff. And it's why don't you just put your fucking phone down and focus on the situation?
Right. It's too much social media involved and not enough people sitting down and thinking of resolutive ways to come to an agreement on this situation. Now, like I said, sometimes negativity can be met with negativity, and a positive solution can come out of it. But
yes, definitely. I had the fellow comedian Chris Keese from New York City. He said he was walking down the sidewalk the other day, and there's this young white girl wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt, and then she crossed the street to get away from it. Like,
right. Well,
that's the little shit that people don't understand. Like, nobody has ever crossed the street to avoid walking past me. Like, it's
right.
I just understand it.
Right.
But
the other day, I drove past the protesters, and everybody out there was Caucasian and shit, and they had the Black Lives Matter signs. So I pulled over because I wanted to see what happens to these people when they stand out here.
Right.
So I pulled over across the street, and I just gauged them and watched them, and I saw some people beep. I saw some people look a little disgruntled, but that's gonna happen regardless. You could walk down the street without that sign, and people maybe beep at you or give you a disgruntled face. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think this is just giving some people something to do. You know what I mean? Black and white, it's just giving them something to do. Even the guys who are beating people up, it's giving them something to do. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I used to work at a facility for the youth at LaSalle Institute. So I was like, quote unquote, a cop. And I didn't beat people up. And the dudes that I worked with, we wasn't there to beat these kids up. Every now and again, one of them got out of line, and they're not in a place where giving pillow hugs was the norms. And that's not how they taught us to deal with them. They taught us to deal with them physically and to manhandle them. Not necessarily to teach them a lesson, but just let them know who's in control. And I never overused my authority and shit. I understand people who possibly do that because I've been bigger than somebody else before, and maybe, you know what I mean, enforced my will on them, like maybe took something from them. You know what I'm saying? I've got a bunch of little brothers and little sisters, nieces and nephews. So I understand the dickhead's view, and I understand the people who are on the short end of the stick view, because I've been on the short end of the stick a couple times, being verbally abused by the police or harassed or even physically abused by them. I understood where they was coming from. Plus, I understood how it felt to be, you know what I mean, where I was at in that position. So my mother taught me when I was younger, if you ain't outside, ain't none of that shit gonna happen to you in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like if I told her like something happened to me, Mom, she'd be like, boy, if your ass was in the house, that wouldn't have happened. That's not always the case though. Sometimes you're just outside and things happen. You know what I mean? The poor George, the good brother who died in Minneapolis, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace. You know, he caught the short end of the stick, man. And people want answers. I don't know if they can get them, but people want answers. Sometimes it's not really in depth. Maybe it was just that one dude is a piece of shit, and George just so happened to, you know what I'm saying, he lost his breath, man. He died. And it wasn't this huge united police thing that they were just going to kill people for the next couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like, I highly doubt it was like that. I got family members that's cops. I got friends that's cops. Like,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, so like, man, it's a bunch of different ways to look at the situation, you know what I mean? I try to look at it from a civilized situation, so I can't be biased.
Definitely. I love your approach. We'll go from something serious to even something more creative here. Who are your musical inspirations?
My musical inspirations? Me. Stevie Wonder. Yes. Me, I'm a huge inspiration of myself. You know what I mean? Stevie Wonder is one of my biggest inspirations, and Scarface, the Face Mob. He's from Texas. I grew up listening to him, and right now I would say is Freddie Gibbs. He's from Indianapolis, and Benny the Butcher, my boy Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, and Westside Gun from Buffalo. Those are some local dudes. I fuck with them hard body. I listen to them every day, to be honest with you.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. I've always loved hip hop and rap, and I really enjoy the new upcoming people too, like Roddy Ricch and all those kind of.
I like Roddy.
He's good.
Roddy Ricch. You'll get with me, Roddy.
Yes. Hit up ALIWILD. Where can we find you on social media? It's just
I'm on Instagram, ALIWILD_4_president, and Facebook. You could, I mean, I don't mind people talking to me on Facebook. I'm a personable dude. That's Alquan Bar, ALQUANBARR, or on Facebook, my fan page, ALIWILD, ALIWILD, or on YouTube, just Google my name, ALIWILD, or a plethora of different streaming sites like Pandora, iHeartMedia, SoundCloud, with some more iTunes, Spotify. My music's on all of there. I believe I got almost 200,000 streams on the Glasses of Merlot song on SoundCloud. And I got 100,000 streams on my song I released last year, Michael Beasley, pardon me. Shout out to Michael Beasley. He just signed a contract, about to play for the Brooklyn Nets. Trying to get with him. That's what I named the song after you. Holla at me, fool.
Yeah. Hell yeah. What are your plans for the rest of the day? What are you doing for the rest of the day?
Rest of the day, man.
Right there?
Yeah.
I'll smoke it all at once.
Yo, look, I just got a hold of some. Hold up. You got a bag? Rapper Reefer King Jump? I want to show everybody this right here real quick. First of all, I want everybody to know that, yes, my arms look a little swole. Yes, I have been working out. It's perfect time, perfect season. You know what I mean? Get outside, get some exercise. You know what I mean? I know it's good time, but to all the viewers out there, or listeners, get yourself some exercise this COVID. What I want to show you.
I was looking at you on the screen. You're looking pretty good. Oh, that's cool. What fucking is that Urkel? Is Urkel? I love it.
Yeah, this my brand. Rapper.
I love it.
Yeah, this my brand. I'm gonna be having some of the finest THC and CBD on the earth in this bag. So
that is awesome.
If you see this bag, you'll know that it's official.
That is awesome. Just like Seth Rogen, he created his own. I forget what he called it. Kush, maybe.
I never heard of it, but I'm sure I will, though. Now that you said that, I'm gonna look for it.
Yeah, he created, because he's a big pothead too. He sure is. All right, I think we can sign off. I have to go get my son.
Well, I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed myself. I hope you have me again.
Definitely. I really enjoyed it too. It was great to see you again. And everybody, enjoy this episode and be kind to one another. Thank you, ALIWILD. And we're off.
Speeding on the highway doing 100. Fucking with some niggas, we only counting them hundreds. I'm fly and I only keep it 100. If you're looking for me, man, I'm probably counting 100. I'm speeding on the highway doing 100. Fucking with some niggas, we only counting them hundreds. I'm fly and I only keep it 100. If you're looking for me, man, I'm probably counting 100. Fucking with the devil, destroying all of my plans. I put in more than enough for people say I'm the man. I hope you get the message, I'm hoping you understand. I'm trying to start a fire where rubbing two sticks together don't make a scene. Nah, you a narcoleptic like Jay Wellick, nigga, to say the dream. I've been through more than you ever seen. You can brag and talk about it, but you would never lead a team. I got Molly for the low, I got talent for higher. My life is the struggle, nigga, mine is the wire. I'm trying to stay away from the stillers and liars. Life is a marathon, I run till I'm tired, yeah. If they wanna know something, I let them know, yeah. I'm speeding on the highway doing 100. Fucking with some niggas, we only counting them hundreds. I'm fly and I only keep it 100. If you're looking for me, man, I'm probably counting 100. I'm speeding on the highway doing 100. Fucking with some niggas, we only counting them hundreds. I'm fly and I only keep it 100. If you looking for me, man, I'm probably counting 100. Running and I run off 100 pounds in a U-Haul. Spin it, flip it, and stack it. People talk, I make it happen, make it appear like it's magic. Lean on my cane if I had it. I'm the same old lame with a bad bitch. When I'm finished, you can have it. Tryna violate, stab him. Tryna slide it on the wall, grab him. Don't talk about my faction, niggas, it's all about the action. Your family leaning over you, thinking about what happened. Don't ever, ever, ever talk about what happened. Nah, don't answer the door, no police coming around her asking. Yeah, I run in and I run off, 100 pounds in the U-Haul, spin it, flipping and stacking. People talk, I make it happen, make it appear like it's magic. I'm speeding on the highway doing 100. Fucking with some niggas, we only counting them 100-something. Fly, and I only keep it 100. If you looking for me, man, I'm probably counting 100. I'm speeding on the highway doing 100. Fucking with some niggas, we only counting them 100-something. Fly, and I only keep it 100. If you looking for me, man, I'm probably counting 100.